it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Tao Zhang, Chief Representative for Asia and the Pacific, Bank for International Settlements. He'll be delivering our closing remarks. So please give Mr. Zhang a warm welcome.
I think I just missed the photos. Well, good afternoon. It's my pleasure to say a few words as closing remarks for this very important conference. And I hope we can continue, but we have to close. Luckily, it's just the close. It's not the summarized, so I think I can relieve a little bit. Let me, of course, first join everybody else in congratulating Eddie, Norman, and all others at HKMA for HKMA's 30 years anniversaries. At the BIS, we are also very grateful for the strong partnership we have had over the last decades and the strong support the HKMA have provided to the BIS Asian offices here in Hong Kong. As you have heard from the various speakers throughout the morning, lunch, and just now, the recent event and development have further highlighted the importance of the resilient global banking systems, which is underpinned by the robust regulatory standard and strong supervision. It is fair to say that over the past 15 years since the global financial crisis, central banks and financial regulatory authorities globally have made great progress in increasing resilience of the global banking system by strengthening macro-financial regulations and introducing macro prudential policies. In Asia, despite high and rising inflations and subsequent monetary policy tightening global-wide since late 2021, the banking system have remained well capitalized, as everybody pointed out, and sufficiently liquid, thanks to the strong micro-prudential regulations and the active use of macro-prudential policies to address potential systemic risks. In particular, the policymakers in the regions deployed monetary, fiscal, and macroprudential policies jointly to achieve macroeconomic and financial stability objectives. In addition, I have to say, many Asian EMEs used foreign exchange interventions to deal with excessive foreign exchange volatilities. The BIS has contributed to all of these efforts by helping member central banks to develop their macro financial stability frameworks. I think the conference today provides excellent opportunities to consider all of these issues from perspectives of policymakers of both advanced and emerging market economies, and indeed echoed by the private sectors and business practitioners, as we have seen. As Pablo just said early this morning, it is absolutely important to build a holistic macro financial stability framework in which both macro prudential regulations and the macro prudential policy play a key role. So the process of dialogue and discussion will continue. So finally, I can't close the conference without thanking HKMA for co-organizing this conference with the BIS. In particular, I would like to thank Eddie for giving us such enlightening opening remarks this morning, and Arthur for overseeing the programs of the conference and particularly just now for chairing the fireside chat, although without fire. My appreciation also goes to Pablo on the keynote speech, and all chairs, panelists, participants, and the organizers from the Hong Kong MA and my BIS colleagues for their great contributions and makes this great conference happen. So now, let me close the conference now. I hope those of you coming to Hong Kong from far and near will find sometimes after the conference to appreciate what the city can offer, and all of you have a safe trip back home. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zhang.